snug, but all right. Welcome everybody, and thank you for coming out to our visual concert. If I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you, my name is Gilbert Ibarez, and I'm the director of the instrumental music program here at Cupertino High School. So at this concert, you're going to get to enjoy the music from every single aspect of our program, from orchestra, band, and color guard. So tonight's show is a running concert, running show, which means that once we start, we don't stop in between numbers, we just continually go. So it's about 35 minutes long, with just transitions, just stage transitions on stage. So not any intermissions or anything like that. Once we get going, we're off and running. So a couple of people I want to point out before we start our concert here. First, I want to, of course, thank all our awesome musicians that are about to perform, but also and especially a young man who contributed significantly. Well, I say significantly. Without him, this concert wouldn't be happening. That's one of our students, drum major, our drum major Rohan Mota, who put together. He arranged about 80% of the music you're about to hear. By arrange, I mean he took the music and wrote it specifically for our instrumentation, including orchestra, and he did so in such a timely manner. It was super impressive. I myself am not the best arranger in the world, so I have the utmost respect for people who can do that, and for him to be a senior in high school and be able to do what he did is really, really incredible. So we'll talk more about him at the end of the concert and give him the acknowledgement that he deserves. At the end, the final two numbers are dedicated to our seniors. So True Colors is going to be performed on stage by all our senior instrumentalists. And then the final number, Can't Stop the Feeling, is when you will see the seniors come down the middle and give their final, whatever they do. They do some really, they get creative. So parents, definitely have your cameras out for that. We do ask though that you do not use flash, as that affects the performers and their ability. Once you get that flash go off, their ability to see is kind of challenging. So we'll be standing in the back conducting. That's where they get their cues from, so it's very important that they're able to see. So if you keep that in mind, also if you're going to be recording, if you would keep in mind that there are people behind you, and we don't want to block other people's views, so just take that into consideration. All right, so we'll talk a little bit more at the end. We're going to go ahead and start this show. So without further ado, we're going to start off with Avengers.
Get you talking, I get involved like a wave. Got no in game, got no ways out, got to stay down. It's the way that you're making me feel like nobody ever loved me like you do, you do. And you kinda feel like you're trying to get away from me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't just cry for no reason. I ain't just pray for no reason. I ain't thanks for the day, for the outside and the
How about another round of applause for these musicians? We hope you enjoyed that performance. That was really fun putting it together, being creative with all these kids and getting their ideas. There was so much input from so many different people. It's always a from the start to the end. It's so different from where we start to where we finish. And what makes this performance special is so many individuals contribute their own personalities, their own input, their own ideas into this. It's not one person putting all this together. So everywhere from Aviv picking the pit song that we did to our awesome arranger Rohan. Here, stand up, Rohan. This concert literally would not have happened without his talents and all his time. He's so flexible. There's 2 or 3 of them out there, I know, because so many times I ask him, hey Rohan, can we do this? And 20 minutes later it's in my email. So he's got a team working for him because it's that awesome. So seniors, the ride 4 years has been incredible. I hate to see you guys go. This is the largest senior class that's come through, so it's a credit to them, all the success that we've had over these last few years, not only on the field, but also just in the personality of our group and the character of our group. It really shows in these individuals. So thank you for the 4 years. Thank you for the dedication for the commitment. And I got flowers. So, also I want to thank our awesome staff that are present tonight. A lot of them in the sound room. Our color guard staff who did an amazing job with these presentations. Cameron and Sarah and Mario are in the back. We also have our percussion staff. We also have our percussion staff here. Shavi, Colin, and Axel are here watching the performance, watching your kids perform. So thank you guys. So handing over the keys that nobody knows that Ed has, he's going to be doing that in a week when his 3-year term of being president comes to an end. I got to say, this guy has kept me afloat so many times. Anytime that come around. Every time that I experienced a oh shoot moment, this guy, and those of you who are in the military can appreciate this comment. He's had my 6. Everywhere from today. Today's my wife's birthday, and he's like, hey man, as soon as the concert's over, he's like, don't worry, I'll lock up. You get on home, so you don't have to sleep on the couch. So that's just the type of guy he is. He's always aware. He's always looking out for anything that this group needs. He's propelled us so much in equipment as our equipment manager as well over these last 3 years. He's sacrificed a tremendous amount of time away from his own personal family. He's spent his days off here, just seeing what can be done, and I can honestly say that these last, since his son was in band back in 2010, he's just a giving type of guy. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. So thank you to all of you. You've been wonderful all year long. We hope you enjoyed our performances. Sadly, they come to an end. We do have a banquet on Saturday, which you all are, well, I guess the cutoff date has already come and go. So, but if you're not there, you'll be in spirit. So if you haven't already taken your pictures, do so now. And I know there's a sea of, like, people waiting to hand out. So seniors, this is your moment. Thank you for coming, being an awesome audience. You're more than welcome to stick around and watch the festivities. Thank you for coming.